Hello, and this is Eric Sparks, and I just wanted to make a video about something that's concerning Social Security and the way the new system works and stuff like that. So you all, if you're ever was to thinking about changing your banking details or you're updating your direct deposits and you're on SSI disability or something like that, there's been rumors and speculation that you cannot update your direct deposit over the phone anymore. Well, that's false. You absolutely can update your direct deposit over the phone if you receive SSI benefits. And I actually did it. I actually updated my bank to a 24/7 bank. It's more accessible. It's open 24 hours a day. The phone lines open 24 hours a day and stuff like that. I didn't really need to change it, but I did so I could explain to other visually impaired people who are their own payees and want to do the same thing. There's just a lot of misunderstanding around it, but you don't have to worry because I did it once, and I'll tell you how the process works. Now, for those of you, I will explain that creating a My Social Security account is extremely important, because this will help you so you don't have to go to a field office. Now, let me make another note of something real fast. If you're a retiree or a survivors, or you're getting spouse or something like those types of benefits, you don't even have to call the 1-800 number. You can just do it from the My Profile and then clicking on Update Direct Deposit. But for SSI beneficiaries, where this is like a special needs program, they just have to verify that you're speaking with somebody before, I guess, because it's kind of a lifeline program or something. But basically, if you've got a new bank or something and you found a bank that works better for you, you most definitely can change your direct deposit over the phone for your SSI. So basically, all you'll do, since SSI beneficiaries can update their direct deposit under the profile on their own, there is another step that you can do. So there are actually 3 ways that you can update your direct deposit. One of the ways is not so blind friendly, but this is a video made for blind people, so we're going to talk about how to do it. So we actually have 2 options. We don't really have the third option, or option number 1, or whatever you want to call it. But out of those 3 options, if you want to be independent, you don't really have one of those options, and that is going to a field office to change it. And then, waiting possibly 30 minutes to even speak to somebody. Yeah, that's something we don't want to do, because then we have to call and ask people, for a ride or something like that to get us there, or if you don't want to talk to your parents about it because they're thinking that you're messing something up, and you want your privacy, well, you can totally do this yourself. So there's 2 options to updating your direct deposit information. So option number 1 would be doing it through your bank or financial institution. They've got a form online where you could possibly enroll. They use Autonomy or like different providers that can or you can call your bank. One way to do it is through your bank and call them and say, I want to update my direct deposit with the Social Security Administration. That's one way that you can do it. And then that takes about that takes about a little bit longer, but it will get done. The second option is doing it through your My Social Security account, and then generating a one-time PIN by going to ssa.gov. Sorry, it's ssa.gov/PIN. Again, that address is ssa.gov/PIN. And then you will log in with your login.governor or your ID.me account. Then you'll sign in, and then you can click Generate PIN, and then basically you'll call the 1-800 number and then say you want to update your direct deposit with the system. and then it'll connect you with a person, and then I think you can hit 1 and then queue your number in line so you don't have to sit on hold, which is nice, because if everybody's noticed, I think the new commissioner is actually doing pretty cool things for this program, because a website that only worked during certain times of the day, and now you've got 24 access to your Social Security, which is totally great. And I totally hope that he actually brings the technology advances on, because that, gives me my independence and will give you your independence. And let's push for, if any advocacy groups are watching this, let's push for advocating for where visually impaired people or people in an unfortunate circumstance would be allowed to work part-time and it not, be penalized against them. I think that would be good. Also, I want to touch on that subject too. So, they don't count the first $20. Like if somebody gives you $20 or something like that, they don't count the first $20 of income, and then they don't count the first $65 of earned income. But there's no point in that, really, so you just kind of want to stay with what they give you just to be safe about it and everything like that. But basically, all you'll do, then you'll queue your place in line, they'll call you back, and then you'll just say, hey, I want to update my direct deposit. You'll give them your name, your full social, and then, all that information. Then you just basically provide them with the new bank account details and let them know if it's either a checking or a savings, and then that's how you do it. Now, it takes 2 months to fully, like if you receive Social Security and SSI, the Social Security updates immediately, so you will receive that the following month. However, you don't want to close your old account, because the SSI payment will go to the old account for 1 extra month. So it will, and then, so let's say, like, I updated my direct deposit in September. So, in August, because this is August right now. So I updated it in August. So September, I will get the Social Security payment in my new bank account, and then I will get the SSI payment in my old account. But during the following month, in October, you will get both your SSI payment and your Social Security payment in the new bank account. So it's a 2-month period where they'll send one payment to one account, and then the SSI, it kind of takes 1 month to verify, whereas the Social Security side of things you can update immediately. So I just wanted to let you all know that. And you can update your phone number on your own through your SSA account. However, your address and your banking details, this is just for SSI recipients. Other beneficiaries can update everything on the website without even having to talk to somebody. Don't know why that is. I guess because they think, well, we don't have access to most resources and stuff. But basically, I'm just trying to go over like the things you can do online. If you're an SSI recipient, or the things that you can't do online too. Because not to fear, for those who want to maintain their independence, you most definitely can update your direct deposit over the phone. It's just you have to generate a PIN from your My Social Security account, and that's where having an account will come in handy. Because if you don't have one of those accounts, you'd have to do it through your institution or go to an office, which doing it through your institution is doable too. Just whatever you want to do, but having a My Social Security account is definitely beneficial to the beneficiary, because you can see your future benefit earnings. You can see your Social Security card digitally. You can replace your Medicare card. You can just basically do all kinds of things without even having to go to an office anymore. So that's pretty cool too. But I just wanted to share this little quick video that there is a way for visually impaired people to maintain their independence. And you are definitely entitled to your independence and a happy life. You know, just don't let anybody tell you that you're not. And if there's a will, there's a way. I didn't have to, but just make sure, that whatever you do, you're not, that you stay under the allowed limits. So for married couples, it's $3,000 as of now, which is crazy. I hope they update that to where it's $20,000 per married couples and $10,000 per individual. But right now, it's $2,000 per individual, and combining all accounts. That's not just one account. So if your resources go over $2,000, and it doesn't matter if you have multiple accounts. And I'm not saying this to break the rules or anything, or encourage people to break the rules. I'm simply saying this to just educate you all on how it works, because I know that Social Security can be confusing, and it can be an obstacle sometimes. I don't know everything about it, but once I do... Hang on. I had to get up real fast. There was a wasper or something fly by. But once I do know something, I will share it with my blind community, because sharing information is very important to the visually impaired community and other disabled individuals as well. And I will strongly advocate for these people till the day that I die. I've been trying to figure out how to get a hold of my congressman too, to, maybe talk to them about maybe making visually impaired people's lives better. We deserve to be able to save extra. We were put in this situation, and we're told what we can and can't have. And, we're not asking to be rich or nothing. We're just wanting our dignity and, just being allowed to be able to do things. And just, we just want to feel complete. That's basically all it is at the end of the day. And however, it is a great program, but it does need updated, because it hasn't been updated since like 1970 or something like that. But I just wanted to share with you the information of how it works. And I did do my research, and that is most definitely accurate, because I did it just for you all to show you how smooth it would go. Just don't go under $2,000 if you're an individual beneficiary, and if you're a married beneficiary on SSI, don't go over $3,000. I'm not sure what the earnings limit is if you're married. I do know the earnings limit is $65. Don't go over that, because they'll deduct like $2 or something, or $1. So just don't go over those thresholds, and you should be okay. But I hope you've enjoyed this video of how to update your direct deposit over the phone. I do think that these measures are great. However, for any senior or anybody out there who has trouble with doing it, I can happily give you the link to where you can either create my Social Security account, and I may even do a video showing people how to create their My Social Security account too. I mean, I've already got mine created. I've created mine like back in 2019 or something like that, and it's just made managing my benefits a whole lot better. Excuse me. But this is just to clear up some of the myths that you can't update it over the phone anymore. But that's where your account, your Social Security account, will come into play. For SSI recipients, you have to generate the PIN, and then you'll call the 1-800 number that everybody is familiar with. But for every other beneficiary, you can update by going to your profile and then clicking on updating direct deposit. This video is just tailored toward SSI recipients like myself. So if you all enjoyed this content, just leave a like, a comment if you want me to go over something else, and I will see you again on the next video. Thank you.